Hi shiny people! Thanks for shopping with Megawatt Beauty. If you have already shopped with me and you have already purchased your 3D foundation, this video is going to be for you. This cream foundation is unlike any of the makeup that you are currently using. And that's why you're going to shop with me. And I am here to give you the service of providing you with basically a how-to on how to use this makeup, so you're not left to your own devices and like just playing around with it. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you how to use it. So cream foundation is just very different from the liquids and powders that you're used to. You may have already come in contact with some cream highlight and contour, but with Mascara Beauty it's different again because the cream highlight does actually serve as your foundation. So 3D foundation again is unique to Mascara Beauty, and what 3D foundation means is that you have a highlight color, a contour color, and a blush, and that gives you the effect of a multi-dimensional face. Whereas the makeup you're using right now, you put it all on in one layer and it gives you a just one-dimensional face. Then you go back in with some colors and add layers to your makeup. So this is just a whole different approach. And I'm going to show you, if you've purchased the makeup already, I'm just going to show you how to dig in. So if I have color matched you, your quad compact, which comes free with the purchase of 4 little single tins, if I have color matched you, I have likely given you a contour color, 2 highlight colors, and a lip and cheek. So the first step that I like to do with my beginner hack, so HAC stands for highlight and contour, first thing I like to do is apply my contour. So I use this kind of narrow brush, which is the blunt end of the 30-second hack brush, and this is the one that I use to apply my contour. So I just take my brush and just lightly dip into the cream foundation. You're not digging in. I've had this tin since April, so that's April, May, June, July, August. That's 4 months, and I'm still going to get another 4 months out of this. So that's how little product I actually need on my brush. My contour cream is going to last me about 8 months for sure. The foundation creams are going to last me about 3 to 4 months of daily use. So contour is meant to create shadows on your face, which gives your face a more chiseled appearance. So for most face shapes, not shape faces, for most face shapes, you're going to do a contour line diagonally between the corner of your ear and the corner of your lip. Down, so diagonal down. Let me see. And then you're going to do a contour line down along your jawline. So just find the natural structure, your natural bone structure, and you're just going to emphasize that line where your jawbone is. Then if you have some more fleshiness down under your chin, you're still going to follow your natural jawline and put this dark shadow right there. And then I'll show you in a second where you can blend it down onto your neck. So that creates the shadow. Now, if you do have more fleshiness down here, you can take a little bit more contour and just gently shadow in underneath your jawline. So our cream contour colors are going to give the illusion, you contour any areas of your face that you want to de-emphasize. That's what contour actually does. It de-emphasizes the area of the face where you brush it on. So I have a high forehead. If you have a lower hairline, you do not need to do forehead contour. But I have a hairline that recedes back quite a bit on my forehead. So I like to do some contouring on my forehead, and that helps focus the light and focus the attention toward the center of my face. Two other areas that I do like to contour on my face are down the sides of my nose and around my lips. I'll do some contouring, but for now I'm going to go in and do my foundation because I like to do my nose and my lips at the end. So my foundation is going to come in two colors. I have a darker highlight color and a lighter highlight color. So the darker color can be used as a concealer. So if we have some blemishes, we can dab our darker highlight color onto it. I have some sun damage on my nose, so I'm going to use my darker highlight color on my nose. And because I have a rounder, fuller face, I like to use my darker highlight color also down my jaw. And then I'll use my lighter highlight color in this triangle under my eyes. And that's going to brighten up the space underneath my eyes. So depending on the shape of your face, this application is pretty universal. So if you're a customer of mine, you've already purchased this product, you can go ahead and give this application a try, just how I do it now. So I'm going to take my darkest color. I'll just use my finger and dab on just one little spot I have there. And now I'm going to take my B squared brush and use this nice domed end to apply my foundation. And I just dab it into the cream very, very, very lightly, and this amount of product is going to do almost probably my entire jawline, pretty much. So I just dabbed it all the way across here, and I'll just stipple it in. So this foundation, you will see when you get it in your tin that it's very, very thick. It's a cream. It's like so thick, you're like, how am I ever going to apply that on my face? When you take it on your brush, a very small amount of the product, and you stipple it onto your skin, it goes on. It goes on flawlessly, very, very, very light, and with like an airbrush finish. You'll be shocked. Still using my dark highlight color. And I'm going to take a little bit down on my neck, which is optional. It depends on your coloring. If your foundation is a perfect match, then you don't need to do your neck, but I am. Now I'm going to take my light highlight color, same brush. I don't need to wipe it off or anything, just same brush, and just dip in. And my light color is going underneath my eyes and down. As you can see, just watch where I'm rubbing my brush. It's creating a triangle of brightness under my eye, and I bring it down in this, down the sides of my cheeks, because the places you put your highlight color are the places you want to emphasize. So remember, when we apply contour, we're de-emphasizing that space, and when we apply highlight, we're emphasizing. So I have little indentations on each side of my mouth here. I have little valley. So when I take a light color and rub that into my little valleys, it helps plump them out. Does that make sense? And I'm sticking with the light color and putting it right here in the center of my forehead. And when I apply my foundation with this end of the B-square brush, I have to do very little blending at the end. It really blends it out pretty seamlessly. Now, in my case, I like to have a pretty emphasized contour line. So I'm just going to go back in with my contour brush and my contour color and just smudge a little extra in here. Now I'm going to take a smaller detailing brush. This is called the Eyeshadow Everything brush, so it is actually an eyeshadow brush. And I am a fairly new artist. We have recently launched in Canada, so all Canadian artists are pretty new. So I haven't gotten our whole brush collection yet. So I like to use this small detail end of my eyeshadow brush to do my nose contour, my eyebrows, and my lips. My eyebrows are already done. But I'll show you. So same contour color that I used on my cheeks, I'm going to take on my nose. And just watch where I place my contour color, because it might be different. My nose contour might be different than how you have been doing it or how you think you should be doing it. Look how close together those two lines are. There's less than a centimeter between them of light. If I were to bring these lines out further to the sides of my nose, it will make my nose appear wider. And by bringing these lines close together, it will make my nose appear thinner. So depending on what you want and the shape of your nose, that depends on where you put your contour lines. Then I do a little stroke right here, which makes my nose appear shorter. Now I'm going to go on to my lips. Watch the magic of the lip creams. I personally prefer the creams. Creams are much more subtle and they give a little bit of a wet finish, so a dewiness to the skin. The powders are obviously powdery and they really give an extra pretty sheen on just a couple of key places around your face. So there's some bronzer and illuminator for you guys. Thanks for shopping with me again. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Contour. So this is actually going to make my lips appear fuller because it creates a shadow around my lip. And if your lips are so full that they're giving you shadows, then that means that they're really full. You got nice fat lips. See where I placed it? I didn't do a lip liner. I did contouring. So on the peaks of my lips and down there. Now I'm going to take this fluffy brush and blend out all of my contouring. My nose and my lips need the most blending. Around the rest of my face, I just do a very, very, very light blend. Now I'm just almost just touching around my face with this fluffy brush. I don't want to blend off all of that makeup I just placed. So just like a very light touch and just buff a little. And you're just going to buff out any of the excess product that's on your face and those harsh lines. Lastly is my lip and cheek. So I just have Like a nice pink is pretty universal. This color is called Frenchie. It's a peach. That's going to go on the apples of my cheeks and on my lips. I think a lot of people do not wear blush anymore. I think we kind of shied away from it after the 80s, maybe into the 90s. We weren't really doing blush anymore because we had this vision of like the really like intense pigment and stuff. But now we're just going to tap a little bit of a cream color onto our cheeks, and it just gives our face a little bit of life. And the same product goes right on our lips. So you only need 4 things. Give yourself this multi